For whatever it was worth, 2022 was indisputably the year of RRR. As star-driven Hindi movies struggled to pull in the crowds, monster hits from the south stepped into the breach and made a massive amount of hay. Besides the S.S. Rajamouli blockbuster that went on to capture the imagination of the West, KGF Chapter 2 and Kantara raked in big bucks at the expense of a slew of Bollywood movies that sank without a trace. Amidst the brouhaha over the ascendancy of Southern cinema and the dwindling fortunes of the Hindi industry, there are many other previous releases which did not receive the global attention they deserved. That is not to say that these little cinematic gems went entirely unnoticed, but, in an ideal world, these works would have been talked up a great deal more. So welcome to my channel, Beyond Subtitles, and here are the 7 movies which definitely deserved much more global audience. Drishyam. A family, their joy, their pain, their emotions, and their struggle. There are nail-biting scenes that will blow your mind. There are heartbreaking plot twists which will make you upside down. This is an amazing story and overall a great movie which can be included in top of any lists. When the sequel came in 2021, everyone thought, what's left in this great story? But director Jitu Joseph blew our minds with another mind-blowing classic, as of now the end of the saga. This storyline is so appealing that it has been remade in Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, and you won't believe even in Chinese too. Everyone loves a good thriller and this is in top side of any list. If you want to have a go for it, do it now. Ratsasan. If you are a fan of serial killer movies, especially from Korea, then this is a heaven for you. This certainly went above and beyond my expectations. Watching Ratsasan is like going on an exhilarating rollercoaster ride which doesn't want to end until viewers are satisfied and has been left completely quenched from their craving for a thriller. It is unique and infinitely creative as far as storytelling goes for a thriller genre. Ratsasan defines what an edge-of-a-seat thriller should be. It masterfully balances all the elements of a thriller with an intelligence and style that only handful of movies are able to achieve it. Tumbad. Would you believe me? I tell you, this was made on a budget of 5 crore or like $700,000 and being the first film for its director made in 6 years, and the end result is beyond words. Though it didn't fare good at box office, but its cult status has grown over the years. Being a mythological horror, it doesn't drag with its storytelling, and with some top-notch cinematography and brilliant performance makes this movie worthy. This movie was something that may give goosebumps even to Hollywood. This is a movie that will add to Indian cinema a lot, but at the time of release the audience was not prepared for it, and they are realizing this gem of a movie which you can witness to on Amazon Prime Video.
Baba.
Rocketry. This gem of a movie was released in 2022 which was literally lost in the whirlwind of KGF Chapter 2 and RRR. Based on the life of Indian Space Research Organization scientist Nambi Narayana, who was framed for being a spy and arrested. Though now free, he still fights for the justice against the officials who falsely accused him. R. Madhavan in the title role is just awesome, being the director and producer too. It's a treat for students about the learning rocket science technology, and it's an earnest attempt showing the life of this forgotten hero who was wronged by his nation. Nevertheless, some stories need to time and depth to be told, and with rocketry you don't complain for sure.
I will fight.
Visaranai. Welcome to the Indian Police's torture chamber. The dark side of Indian police. Not all about the bad cops, but also involves those honest ones caught between dishonest ones and the ones in higher power. This movie won national awards and was chosen as the official entry for Oscars from India in 2017. This movie is too realistic and harsh and brutal. This movie will stay with you. This movie will affect you. This movie will think you about the whole system and why it will appeal to global audience, because they themselves know or else aware about these kind of dark realities themselves. Must watch on Netflix. Ustad Hotel. Many people will be offended by this choice, as there are many better titles available than this, but it has theme which is common to everyone in this planet, that is food. What is the value of food and why we cook the food? One of the most unique universal theme for a movie was a hit in its state has garnered a good word of mouth in the years afterwards. This movie has two best things of the world, one is food and other good music with some heart-touching performance by everyone in a genius way of storytelling is a treat for any movie buff and you shouldn't miss out on this. The Kashmir Files. And last but not the least is the most controversial movie in this list, The Kashmir Files. You can even term this movie as the Schindler's List of India. This movie showed the reality of 1990 of Kashmiri Pandits' genocide and the forced exodus. The truth, which was literally hidden from the mainstream, came into the lights and people went through the various emotions. Many survivors even thanked the director with teary eyes.
द कश्मीर फाइल्स देखकर अपने आंसुओं को नहीं रोक पाई।
Even it created a lot of political uproar in parliament too. This movie got very limited release in India, but word of mouth spread like fire and shows were increased on public demand. Even people were chanting for nation in the theaters, and lastly it earned well at box office too. Everyone in this movie lived their characters, which was visible on screen. Everyone in this world should watch this movie to know about this hidden truth and harsh reality faced by Kashmiri Pandits.